Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I upload all kind of book content and some lifestyle stuff. So if you're into that kind of content, then please subscribe. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. Let's get on to this video because I'm so excited to talk about books. Just sit and talk about books rather than read books. Obviously I'm still reading books, but any reader you have an obsession with reading, but you also have like buying books and reading books are two separate hobbies. I'm just putting it out there. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, if you haven't gathered by the title of today's book, I am going to be talking to you about the books that I really need to get to this year, and all the my anticipated books that are being released this year that I will be getting, and are the only ones I'm allowed to buy this year. That is the goal. Anyway. So we're going to start with the physical ones and then I'll talk about the upcoming releases because we got quite a few upcoming releases and I didn't realise how many until I looked up today. So we're going to start with, I've got two piles here. I'm just going to start with the first pile and we're going to go to this one. They're in any random order. First of all is Belladonna. I got Foxglove, the second book for Christmas, and I haven't even read the first one yet. So that is one of my main motivations to read this book, but also last year, this is one of Alexa Ray's favourite books. I've heard so many good things about this book. I'm just so excited to get into it. From what I've got, it's like a gothic kind of fantasy, which is different to what I've read before. But I'm very intrigued. So I'm hoping to pick this up very soon. I don't know when, but very soon. Because it's literally high on my radar to read. So I know I really want to read it soon. But I'm currently in the middle of rereading books. So oops. Not really oops, but like... So yeah, nearly did this one. Then we have Unsteady by Peyton Corrine. Corrine? I have wanted to read this for a while. I have wanted to pick it up for a while and I only picked it up recently from Amazon and I was like, you know what, I need to read it. I need to read it. I need to read it this year. I've only had it since November, but I love it. Love it. I love the look of it. I love the sound of it. I love a hockey romance and I just really want to read this. We're going to put to add on to, okay, bear with, I'm just adding two more to my pile because I forgot. So good. Then, I thought I just saw someone move behind me and that freaked me out, but nothing happened. Then we have The Striker by Anna Huang. It's a sports romance, so I love sports romances apparently, so excited. Also, I am likely to pick up anything Anna Huang writes, because I literally love her books. Like, I love the Twisted series. I love the two books I've read so far of King of Sin. So I'm sure I'm going to love this book. Then we have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I heard so many people talk about this last year that I need to read it. Like, I need to read it. I need to know why everyone was loving this book last year. So, and luckily it's also on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't have to lug this chunky book around me all the time. But I am very excited to give this a read. Jesus Christ. Distracted, yes. Anyway, love this book. Love this book. I'm acting like I've already read it. No, I really want to read it. I also love this cover. Like, look how gorgeous. And the foil. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. It is just beautiful. I think it's just plain black. Yeah, just plain black hardback, and that's fine. It's fine with me. I just love this cover so much. Then we have Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. Now, I love her YouTube, hence the reason I bought the book. I bought the book because I love her YouTube, and I really need to read it this year. Whether I read it in like autumn, because this is definitely giving more autumny vibes. Like, I know most fantasy do, but I still read fantasy obviously during the year. However, this kind of book is giving me very much feels to read in like September kind of time, because just look at the cover. Like, look how gorgeous it is. I want to read it before that, but if I don't, as long as I get to it by September or October, I'll be happy. I really want to read this book so much. Just I want to know what happens, and I just want to be able to say it's good, but I can't say it until I've read it. So, and then we have this book, which you can't see the cover because I've taken the dust jacket off. It is Throne of the Fallen by Kerry Maniscalco. I'm pretty sure this was on my anticipated reads for 2024. It's also my anticipated reads for 2025. because I need to get to it. Like, I honestly, the Kingdom of the Wicked series was the first fantasy series like I actually read. It's what got me into fantasy. I honestly cannot tell you, if I hadn't read those books, I probably wouldn't be reading fantasy as it is right at the moment. So I know I love Kerry Maniscalco's writing, but I just need to get into the actual book, and like, oh, so I need to actually read it. So I will be picking this up very soon, like very soon, very, very soon, hopefully. Now we're moving somewhere which got mainly, apart from one book, all romance. So the first one is The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is a book I've been wanting to read for ages. It's actually on my January TBR, which you should have seen my January TBR video. Will I have read it by then? I have no idea. This video is coming up near the end of January, but I actually don't know what I'm going to be reading in January specifically. I have one book I really need to pick up because it's my book club pick of the month, and I really want to like actually keep up with my book club books this year. And I Saving Six by Chloe Walsh, which I'm not putting it on this pile because no, but I'm hoping to pick that up next. But I do really, really want to get to this one. This is actually, I say this every time I pick this book up and say I want to read it, but it is kindly gifted by Ella Rose Reid. She kindly gifted it to me, and I was like, my heart. Then we have Daydream by Hannah Grace, because the idea of the story, I just think I would love. Like, she literally looks like a Werner Tasteless cardigan, and I think we've been waiting for Henry's story since the first book, and I've heard like mixed reviews on this one, and I'm a bit worried, but I'm excited to get to it, so hopefully I'll read it soon. I've kind of damaged the cover on the back though, which is really annoying, by opening my wardrobe, and this is the one on the end, so yeah. But I'm not that fussed about that. It's okay, because the front cover is okay. Still got a sticker on it, but I'm really excited to get to this one. We then have The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This is the second book in the Behind the Net. No, that's the first book. The Vancouver Storm series. I read Behind the Net in like October, November time last year, and I loved it. And I honestly cannot wait to read this book, and I don't know what's stopping me from reading it right now. But I really am excited to read this book, and I cannot wait, and I need to get to it this year. We then have Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. I love this woman. I won't lie, my favourite series is the Chestnut Spring series. I've read the first book of the Rose Hill series. You will see the second one in this pile. Spoiler. I've read all of the Chestnut Spring series. Love that series. But I really want to get into the Gold Rush Ranch series, and so I got this one. And I really want to read it. I need to read it this year because I've also got the second one, which I got for Christmas. So I need to read the first one so I can read the second one. We then have The X-Files by Jessica Joyce. I've never read from this author before, but I've heard so many things about this author and this book. In like, it's based on the last half of last year. I swear everyone was reading it, and I feel like I'm the only one who hasn't read it yet. So I feel like I need to get to this as soon as possible. And like, look at this cover. Look how beautiful that is. We then have Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. This book came out obviously in 2024. However, I did do a lot of reading of Abby Jimenez books last year. Like I read, what's the book called? Oh my god, the Happy Ever After playlist? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Oh my god. That was my favourite book as well last year. Like, what the actual hell? That one. I then read Part of Your World and Yours Truly, and I read one of her short stories from the Improbable Meet Cute series, and I literally loved all of them. So I decided not to go straight into this one because I need a break, because actually I love her books, but they cover a lot of mental health, and there's only so much I can take. So I'm going to pick this one up at some point this year. Have to. I actually am so excited for it. Then we have a book that I've been putting off since I picked it up because I'm scared, because a lot of people have had negative reviews on this, and it's Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I can tell you now, I will pick up anything she writes. She is one of my favourite and all-time favourite authors. Another one, Anna Huang. I love her. But I am so worried to read this, and look how chunky it is. Like, I'm so worried to pick this up and not enjoy it. So fingers crossed I enjoy it, because I really want to read it soon. Because it's around a year ago now that I picked up Love Redesigned and fell in love with it. So, like, I need to, like, read this one. We then have Consider Me Consider Me by Becca Mack. I bought this with my birthday money last year, and I've now got the next 2 in the series, and I've not read the first one, so I need to read it as soon as possible. So this is something that is on my radar to read, and I will be reading soon, or at some point this year, let's put it this way. And it is a sports romance. Again, I think we got this from this video. I do love a sports romance, and I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen in this book and what this book is about. So we then have the third book in the Windy City series. It is Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford. I loved the first two, absolutely loved it, and especially the second one. I absolutely adored it, and I literally loved it so much. Now, I am now scared to go into this one, but I've heard so many good things about this one and Play Along, and I've also got Play Along to read straight after this, and I'm so excited, but I feel like I need to get to this one as soon as possible so I can then move on to the fourth one. This is the third one. We then have, I told you another one is coming out for Elsie Silver, Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Rose Hill series. Is it the Rose Hill series? Yeah, Rose Hill series. And I enjoyed the first one, but like, it wasn't my favourite. I liked it, but not my favourite Elsie Silver book she wrote. I'm excited to get to this book, and I'm really hoping I love it. And because I've heard so many good things about this book, and I can't wait. So I am definitely going to be going to start up as soon as possible. And then finally, I am technically currently listening to this as an audiobook, so technically I don't know if it's classed as cheating, but it's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is the final book in the Harry Potter series that I need to read, and I need to finish this soon because I love the series. I've now gone out of my way and bought Hogwarts Legacy so I can play it because I just love the whole feeling of Hogwarts and Harry Potter and everything. So I just feel like I need to get this book finished so that I can say I've completed that series, because it's been a long time coming for me to say I've finished the series, probably since I was about 9 when I got the first 2 books. So yes, need to finish this book. So that is on my list of anticipated reads. These are the list of my anticipated reads. There's obviously a lot more books I've got here, and a lot more I do really want to get to, but these are the ones I really have high hopes for and I'm really excited for. So yes. However, I have also got a list of books that are coming out this year. I was going to film this video for February. Right, don't get me wrong, could have done it. However, there'll be one book that has already come out and I would have already probably read by the time I film that video, and I want to put it in this video. And that's the first one of this list, which is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. I am waiting impatiently for that book to come out because I'm so excited. Like, literally so excited. I've been waiting since November 2023 for this book. Like, why have I had to wait a year and 2 months? Someone tell me that. Because I remember when it came out, because I read it the week I was meant to be doing Parade, and that didn't happen. And that was in 2023. So I need to know, like, not urgently, but actually urgently I need to read that book. So 21st of January cannot come fast enough. I forgot I had earrings on. Like, it cannot come fast enough. And then we have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I did not like Book Lovers. I did not mind You and Me on Vacation. I loved Beach Read, and I loved Happy Place, and I absolutely loved Funny Story. And I'm so excited for this next book. I need another Emily Henry book in my life because I honestly cannot tell you. I just need to read her. I need her writing. I need her writing in my life, like now. If not yesterday. The next one is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Again, another author I'm actually falling in love with, and I feel like she's going to become another one of my default authors. I will just buy any book she writes because I love her writing. Then we have Fearless by Lauren Roberts, which is, I think, the final book in the Powerless trilogy, and the way Reckless ended, I need to know what happens in Fearless. So Fearless is something I'm counting down for. I need it. Just everything. And then we've got Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. I've not read Lost and Lassoed yet, so I don't know why I haven't put that in here yet. But I know it's on my radar to read on my Kindle, but I need Wild and Wrangled as well. Like, those two, just put both of them in one. Because I just loved Done and Dusted, and what was the second one? Done and Dusted, and then there was Swift and Saddled. I loved both of them and I just cannot wait for these two books. I just love, like, Teddy and Gus I've been excited for since book 1, and then the people about Wild and Wrangled, I've already forgotten their character's name, I'm very sorry. This is what the Wild and Wrangled is what their book's about, and I'm so excited. Then we have Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I know I've not read the second book yet, let alone thinking about the third book, but again, Elsie Silver is an auto-buy-author for me. I will buy anything she writes and puts out, so I need this book in my life and I cannot wait to read her writing. I think it just for me is I'm very bad at picking up books straight when I get them. Then we have Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. Again, auto by author. I will pick up anything even though I have not read the second book in this series. But I recently reread The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, which is the Dreamland Billionaire series. And like the Lakefront Billionaires is kind of like a spin-off from there. And I'm really, really excited for just to continue this series. I'm sorry if you can hear noises behind me and my parents are having a weird chat, laughing, I don't know. Anyway, and finally, the final book on this list is, I don't know why I keep clapping, Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. Now, I read Out on a Limb in September, like August, September time. Oh my god, that book was a 5-star read, like an automatic 6-star read for me. I loved it so much. I read it in a space of like 3 days, and in those days, or 2 days, 3 days, I would say 2 days, because one of those days I did not read it because I was travelling. I was in Nottingham, not travelling. I was in Nottingham, so I used it for the travel to and from Nottingham, and then I read the rest when I got home from Nottingham. I just sat and read it all day. Because I just couldn't put it down. It was so good. I loved everything about that book, and it was like automatic 6-star read, as mentioned. So I am excited for this one because this is like a spin-off. It's about Hannah. Was it not Hannah? Why can't I remember the? It was about Wynn's best friend. This one's about Wynn's best friend and Wynn's best friend's husband, and from what I've got from it is like they're going for a rocky patch. And it's kind of like seeing their story, and I'm so excited because the way Hannah Bonham Young wrote Out on a Limb, I'm hoping it kind of has that same kind of banter there, even though it's going through stuff, because I just love it. So these are all my anticipated reads for 2025, and I really hope I can get through all of them. You'll see in my 2025 wrap up, like end of year of books, if I did read any of them, and if I didn't, well, you can tell me in the comments saying you didn't read that book that you put in your anticipated reads, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, next year. But I'm so excited, and if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video.